Hey guys, how is everyone? What have I got here? Return to the Shining Cove. What? I'll go back here. Let's go into this optional before we crack on the rest of it. I discovered something last night as well, which is actually fortunate because I've discovered it before I've chose my last ability. Because I've not had a level where I can choose it either. So I've got my Warpath as my primary ability. And obviously I know I can use Smite now, and that I'll use the passives from Smite as well. Because you do have to pay the cost for Smite, which would explain why the passives will work. I'm going to take a point or two in that if I can. At least 1 point ideally. So that I can kind of get some healing from it. Because the idea is this is a bit more tanky than making like a what the fuck they're called? A Void Knight. Paladin's a bit more on the heal, keeping yourself alive side. That's more like pure damage output. But you're like a glass cannon. That one for a buff, which will give me some ward, help keep me and my team alive and stuff. That's healing for free, it doesn't cost anything. So I'm going to keep that way, bump up the front healing and some of the additional healing per second, if I need it. Obviously we're going to max the Fisher side out, apart from that one. And then we're going to go into this as well, and get some fire stuff from there. But the last one that I saw was actually something called Javelin. Normally I wouldn't look twice at an ability like this. But I was looking around just some of the other ones and seeing if there's something that had any synergy with like Smite. Like I think I check on here as well. Like they've all got an option for like fire, but it's whether they could do anything with Smite or with Warpath. But then I went on to Javelin, and Javelin's got something over here called Battle Standard. So you chuck down a Javelin, but it becomes a Battle Standard, and it basically like buffs you or you and your friends that you're playing with in the area. But then when you come down, you can increase the duration, so you get another 8 seconds on it. I think, is it 4 seconds base or something? 4 seconds, so you get 12 seconds of it. And then it says cast Smite near flag. So the Battle Standard now casts Smite at targets nearby every 1.6 seconds. And then by maxing this one out, you get 100% more Smite frequency with 10% more Smite base crit chance. So these then also use the passives from Smite, which then is also proccing Fisher. So those two have got a lot of synergy, can work very well. Obviously I'm going to have to individually cast Javelin, probably once every 12 seconds. So I'm going to have to be careful of mana, have a look at mana. But at least that's why when I've gone into Warpath, I've gone for this. So I can gain back 35 mana every 3 seconds. And we'll see how it works when I can get it all up and running. But at least now I know what I'm aiming for. Search for the missing tablet in the ruined coast. Oh god, oh we're in the fucking nightmare fucking fucked up world, aren't we? And the one-handed, that's no good to me. What are we like on our abilities? Oh, they're miles away from getting the level. That one's got accelerated XP though. Chest up here. Yeah. Although I did put the legendary back in my box, the mace that I had. Because while it weren't bad, its damage just massively fell off by comparison. Like this has got 201% on the physical damage side, which is being obviously converted to fire, but this has got 60 melee damage base, where that one only had plus 38. I think it were 38 or 28. So I don't get this. You get these weapons like this, 50% increased void damage, but then 55% chance to shock on hit, which would work more with lightning damage. You get some that have like 2 elements on this, like that don't make any sense. Just have like 1 lightning sword, 1 void sword, and 1 fire sword. Because I found one other day that had both ignite chance on it and then chance to chill, which is fucking cold damage. Like, how the fucking all of those two remotely sync up? Oh. A spin to winner as well? Fuck, this guy's tanky bitch. Oh shit. What? Where's this at? Temporal Sanctum? Hang about what? Have I just gone to? Yeah, we're not going in here yet, no. In fact, just give me the thingy, my point thing. Temporal Sanctum, level 55 dungeon, my character's level 30 something. I'll get fucking annihilated.
Yes? May I tear a smile upon you?
So yeah. Actually, just put some in there and some in there. We need to get our attunement up a little bit as well. Let's continue on with the damage for the time being. So we've got both of these. Might increase that ignite chance if I get enough points, we'll see.
Greetings.
It's the snake lady. Whoa. Okay. So down we go. Oh. Oh shit. Blood asp. Fuck. What the fuck? Oh, she revives. She's got to revive bullshit. Oh, thing leveled up smite. Yes. Right. Put 1 point there so we know we're going from that. I better drink to max this out. What the fuck? That fucker's spitting shit for walls. Cheating fucker. No line of sight required for this fucking projectile, I'll see. Someone else is still casting it. Oh, someone around here. Where are you? I can't even see you. Last Epoch has become such a good chill game for me. It really has. It's like sometimes you'll play those games, you're a bit, I suppose apprehensive might be the wrong word, but like a bit like more, you know, you can have fun playing it, but it can be a little bit more stressful at the same time. But this is just not one of those games. It's just so easy to play, relaxing. You can die sometimes and stuff, but even when you die, the game don't like ridiculously punish you or anything like that. Like example, like when you die in PoE, you lose, I think 10% of your XP bar. So, well, it's above a certain level, but. And because that many things in PoE can one-shot you, there are some things in this that can one-shot you, but it might just be because I've got lower gear in some cases, or you know, not enough resistance. But very few things, and they're always big bosses. Which, as I said in PoE, I won't mind it if that was the case, but it's not just big bosses. It's even your like medium rares that you get out in packs that look like no different to the normal creatures. And I think that's one of the problems with PoE, just too much shit can one-shot, and it's like at that point then it's like, well, that means every rare basically has the same chance to kill you as a big actor boss, and then your big actor bosses suddenly aren't that fucking scary. It's kind of stupid in its own way. Don't know why the devs thought, I know, we'll give everything a fucking one-shot and make them all the same. So all the difference between like a rare and an actor boss is an actor boss has got more health and takes a bit longer to kill. But they can basically do as much damage as an actor boss, which is fucking stupid. Because that means their actor bosses then aren't really that impressive. Where on this, none of the pack mobs can one-shot you. At least if they can, they've not one-shot any of my characters. The only thing I've been one-shot by has been by a an act boss. That's the difference as well between being one-shot and even say two-shot. Two-shot, you have a chance to heal yourself or do something. You have that chance to do something else. Even if, say, the hit takes like 90% of your health, before that next hit hits you, you can do something to save yourself. Where when you're one-shot, you can't. You're just deleted from existence. You just have zero chance to do anything. It's always when I'm trying to look at the roof. What the hell? Okay. That fucking snake freaked the fuck out. A mage idol. Unless Jamie has a mage. It's the only reason to keep that. That can go to my acolyte, fair enough. need to be going this way, don't we? Gotta go up and round. Whoa! These little bastards hurt if they're having them fucking things on you. Yeah, anything that has like an ability marker on the screen that you can walk out of, you need to walk out of in fucking 99% of cases. Because they do a lot of damage to you. What's that compared to a current one? That gives me 6 strength though. That one's better. Where the hell do I go from here then? We gotta go this way? Oh. Sometimes I look at them and I don't even realise, you know, what they are when they're stood still. This reminds me of fucking Two Metal Rasher in fucking Diablo 2 Act 2. I used to hate those fucking tunes. What the fuck? Can have a look at them. And what does that actually do for our critical strike chance we put them on? Does it move the needle at all by 1%? Not really much. The hell was that damn thing? What is that? Is that a dead creature? Got a chest thing down here. Someone's what? I'm a 31 melee damage, not really. What do our boots currently give? Let's have a look at them. Armour, movement speed, strength, health and a bit more armour. Movement speed, dodge rating, attunement to vitality, cooldown recovery speed and 2 health per second regen. And the blue things on that I don't even use, so yeah, we'll switch them out. I'll take those. We've lost 1 strength on it, but it's not too bad. One's got strength on it, hasn't it? Yeah, I don't need to replace that. What the fuck? Minion damage, minion health, minion critical strike multiplier, and throwing damage. That could maybe be good for our acolyte. My necromancer. So this is an idol, a legendary idol. You cannot deal critical strikes. So it's legendary that it gives you 15% more hit damage, and then it gives you a massive nerf where you can't crit. Who the fuck would want that? Unless you've got a build based around just flat damage and not round crits. But I think you get that much crit and crit multiplicative of other things. There's no reason not to take crits. Making the idol kind of shit. Oh! Fucking undead Legolas. Just go back up.
Stand down or die.
That one could maybe also be useful for our necromancer. Compared to what he's currently got, I don't know. I do not know. What do I need? Need this. Yeah, and then we'll put it into that. How many more do we need to get on Thingy? We need 3, don't we? Yeah. So what level are we at? 38. Oh, in fact, no, because it's not based on our level. It's based on this. So I need to get this to what level? 16? Yeah, 14, 15. Then we can unlock that. Damn it. What's Warpath currently doing in terms of damage? 1,312 per second. Well, we've got ourselves one of the mages. What ability this fucker's got. Need to get rid of all these in the area. Yeah. to make sure it's clear out here. Alright, let's let him out. He actually wasn't too bad because one, he was more in the open than others, and two, he didn't really move around a lot. There's one of them that has a blink and is really fucking annoying. Actually, let's see what it does for our finger. Doesn't do anything on the damage side. Is me the attack speed on here? No, it must be on here then. Maybe not. Cast speed? Attack speed, there. That does actually go up quite a bit. So I think that actually adds on the full 6%, but others don't do that. We'll test it. Necrotic resistance, that'll have gone down a bit, it's fine. Oh, Zarek! Oh my god, he's ugly as fuck. And I've got to appreciate how ugly you were. Let's play the necromancer. You are a tanky bitch, I'll get that. Oh shit. Shit. He's a tanky bastard. Xeric. Old Xeric, the giant slug himself. Hemomancy. That's what they're calling it, is it? Violating a Titan's blood.
This is the artificial waypoint. I can't say I'll enjoy using it. What we can do is wreck this place before we leave and let Xeric clean the mess. Quickly.
Xeric's
On my
dead.
signal, go to the center of the device and get ready. I'll get us out of... And that should do it! This waypoint's harder than I anticipated. But no worries. All good now.
Really?
Just in time. Looks like we've got company. Anyway, off you go. I'll see you on the other side.
What side of where? Where are we going? This reminds me of Vermintide 2, where they use that skittergate created by the Skaven. I mean, never mind that some Skaven apparently have used that. There was a piece of lore, I can't remember if it was canon or one of the like offshoot Black Library books, where a Skaven went into a skittergate like a not a chieftain or a British chieftain. It was like a hero melee version. It might have been a chieftain, yeah, because the one's called warlords. And the chieftain in question wound up in the 40k universe, and it's like what? So skittergates are extremely temperamental and subject to turbulence.
Don't be alarmed. The Emperor wants you dead. That makes us friends. You're trying to reach the Citadel. I know a path. Over there. Follow it to the mountains. The roads are dangerous, but there's just enough ground to make it through. Go. Find me in the necropolis. We'll speak more there. I want to say more, but there are spies everywhere. Just know, I wouldn't risk being seen if it weren't urgent. I'll try to distract his soldiers, but expect resistance. Hopefully, I will see you soon.
That's why we've got to fight. Well, it's not the Emperor's we fight really. I think it was Xeric and that fucking crab fucker.
Well, how about the one you used at the Dreadnought? To be fair, it was a series of gestures.
These have started moving again somewhat, okay. What's here? What's spinning? So they spin around and then hurt themselves, they just don't want to be in the way. What the fuck? We're gonna find the beetle. got attacked by a last Epoch version of Slimer. Oh. Oh, there's a big dude over there. This is like the prehistoric fucking, what are we looking for that thing? These things. Big ass raptors. Oh shit! Wow! And damage with his friends. Fucking hell. Bummeled. I didn't hit my healing time at all. I think the big fucker actually died. What the hell? Oh. There's another mini-boss in there. What the hell is that thing? I think it was those range things that killed me. They must have had like a little mark on the floor that I couldn't really see. Yeah, those things. Well, you can barely see that. They've got like a blacky brown on green and brown. Should be a different colour than that last Epoch. It's like one of the Warcrafters are fucking an ability and they put like a red marker on a red floor and you can't see where the fuck it is. It needs to be a completely different colour to the surrounding ground. Like these are okay, that's like blue and white. It stands out. You need to do something like that. Oh. Well, I'm at the waypoint. Haven't we got another one of these somewhere? So that one's also an idol. Apparently. They both do the same things, one does more than the other. But both, you can't deal critical strikes, I don't get it. Why would that be a viable thing? I'll pop those down there in case Jamie wants them. He might want that as well if he's got a mage on what he's got. Right, therefore Necromancer to have a little look through. On with that ring. Oh, we've got red ping on this, Jesus. Well, it's just got another tab on it, actually. Yeah, these. Well, actually, maybe we could rip stats off them. Yeah, because we could do percent health leech, couldn't we? That could be quite good. Those two we don't need. Get rid of that. We've got fire damage on them. Have a look to see what we can do. Five reward gained on kill. Why is that in here? Because that goes there. We don't need that. I wonder what that would do in terms of stats. We'll have to see. Take it out and give it an asset test. Here. What the hell?
Stand down or die.
So these aren't bad. 5 ward gain on kill. If I can get more of that, I wonder if that is a... give me that. No, that. There doesn't appear to be any ward on kill one. I don't know then. Yeah, this thing's a bit tanky. Yeah, more damage. Keep with the damage. Right, why is the mana costing like 11? Weird. What was this? Liver hunger? No. Poison damage, fire damage if anything. Whoa. Oh, I feel weird today.
Right. I think we're far enough for me to say this. I'm willing to take her on her word. What I'm not ready for are words alone. I'll use my portals to scout ahead, while you make sure nothing follows us. There should be some aqueducts up ahead. Let's meet there.
Stand down or die.
Yeah. Giant maggots. Disgusting. I need to put some like fucking goddamn super bleach down these goddamn sewers. Getting these fucking things. Oh. I honestly couldn't even tell they were still alive. They were just a green mass of poo. It's like a Jabba the Hutt of fucking last Epoch. Oh, look at a Magi. Look at a Magi. Right, it should be okay. He's running. Oh shit. You jumpy, slippery bastard, stay still. Ooh. There we go. Guess for that fucker. I didn't think he'd come this far. One of these ones. Well, minion damage, that might be better for the Acolyte. Let's see. There's a chest up there. Did you get another point in that unlocked? Nice. Yeah. I need a target. And this is the cool thing with Smite is I've turned Smite into a Smite and then Fisher as part of it. I've turned it into an execute, so you do 100% more damage. But then, if they get down to 9% health, I'm assuming if it's not a boss, it instantly kills them. If it applies to boss as well, then it's even better. I wouldn't have thought it would apply to like a big boss, like an active boss. Maybe a mini boss. They're climbing back up now, that's good. I've noticed that once you're high enough level in like a certain area, the XP that you gain for your abilities to level up either stops completely or is reduced that low, it barely moves. So you've basically got to go into like the next area to then start getting the passives for your abilities. Which is pretty cool, because it's like an indicator that like this level's beneath you. Move on to the next level, where things are a bit stronger. What the hell is this thing? Big beastie. Just got a right fucking headache. That's really hurting. Oh Jesus. Yeah, that is a bit severe. Fucking hell. Oh. You ever get a headache like that just stops you in your fucking tracks? God damn. That should be like a fucking wall. Let me just... Hi Victor. Just give me a second buddy, I'm just going to get some paracetamol. Just got a right fucking headache. Oh. God damn. Can't wait. I'm back, sorry about that. I had to go and feed cats as well, but I take paracetamol. Fuck me. I need to take edge off of that. Hope that kicks in soon. Jesus. If not, I'll cut stream a bit early, because fuck me. Usually when I get like a migraine like that, because I do suffer from migraines, is my body makes me like feel sleepy. Makes me want to go back to sleep because that's how my body deals with it. And then I'll sleep for like a couple of hours, 2 or 3 hours, and then I'll wake up and I'll be gone. But that's the best way for me to deal with it. You can take tablets that take the edge off, but they don't fully get rid of it. And it's like you just, I usually get it, it's either, I either get one of two types. I either get like a stabbing one that's either in one side or the other, like with the optical nerves with your eye, or I get like a blanket headache that's basically just your entire top of your head sort of thing. The blanket ones usually last longer, but they're not as debilitating as the ones that are like a stabbing pain. Them just like, just catch you, and it's like someone just jammed a needle into the side of your fucking head and started giving it a twist. Oh. And it's funny that I should be streaming last Epoch, because the video today, for the evening video, is actually more last Epoch on my Necromancer's playthrough. My Necromancer's well ahead of my Sentinel though. and I want to keep it that way because I don't want to go ahead in the story with my Sentinel ideally. Because then I'm going to see it all for the first time with my Necromancer. The guy just falls offside. What the hell? Okay. What is up with this buggy ass fucking thing? There we go. Clicked on it like fucking 16 times. Yep. Keep that one going. Okay. His buddy had all the weird physics. The fractured dream, where the hell's this? The hammer. How is this? I don't think I came here, my Necromancer. I must have not found this place. This is weird. I don't know what this is. This doesn't actually lead anywhere. I don't see any site on the map called the Fractured Drain. It's an offshoot to a little bit of lore. I'm guessing what the guy is talking about that resisting is probably the Void or something then. Because it's something more powerful than the Emperor. Where is he at? Has he got him sending... Yeah, he's in bloody trouble again. Of course he's in trouble. When is he not in trouble? Ooh.
I owe you my life 10 times over by now. I think I'll take a break from scouting. Just like that. For one, they nearly tore me apart. Also, my knowledge of the Citadel stops here. Here I was, hoping this would lead us closer. We might have no choice but to chat.
Let's have a chat. Is he kidding me? Necropolis of the Deep, is that the next? Yeah, that is. Right, okay, so there, and then we're on to her. On to her town. It's different playing this by yourself, like just your one character. My Necromancer's there with his army of minions. I think he just dies so much faster. Necromancer's minions are just fucking amazing. They're so good. What I don't get is sometimes when they nerf things in single player games. They do it a lot on like Helldivers too as well. And it's like, why? Why nerf things? I'm heavily against nerfs in any capacity. I think it should be like, if you can do anything, just buff things. Buff other things and make them as good as something else if it's being overused. If it's being overused, that's not necessarily a bad thing. So we don't get. I mean, you've got to constantly rebalance things for a PvP game like League Legends. League Legends has always got balance problems. You've always got a handful of champions that just fucking annihilate the rest. And you'll generally see these 10, 15 champions picked all the fucking time. Out of like, what, 150 plus champions at this point? So some of them are going to get almost no playtime. Especially not in higher ranked games. But in a single player game like this, any ARPG really, I mean you can play with friends but it's not PvP, you're playing with people not against people. And then, same for like Helldivers, Helldivers 2 is not a PvP game, it's PvE. It's oh god, there's two there. The fuck? What? What? But yeah, in games like this, I don't see any point in nerfs. Nerfs just annoy your player base because then you've got something that might be really cool, and then you nerf it and then it's no longer viable. And don't get me wrong, it's different if it's a bug. If it's a bug that's making something really overpowered, then it shouldn't have been that way in the first place. And the vast majority of your player base will accept that, because they're always for fixing bugs. And if you leave a bug in the game, there's a chance it'll create crashes or have a knock-on effect to something else later on. So, bugs you definitely want to be getting rid of. You don't want those to stay in your game. But if it's just legitimately that way normally, there's no reason at all to go and nerf something. Just leave it the way it is. If they make a decent spec, what they've got to think of it as player time. You might get somebody who plays a game like this, who's a dad with a couple of kids, and they don't get a lot of time to play it. But they might be like a veteran of ARPGs from the past, so they know what they're doing. So they think, right, rather than looking at a build guide, they make their own build, and their own build's awesome. It works, it's fantastic. Works all the way into late game, that sort of thing. But then because not only that person, but others have discovered the same thing, and are using this build or a variation of it, the devs go and nerf one or more abilities. Then suddenly his build, which is no longer viable for the late game, he's then either got to, on the extreme end, make a completely new character and start over, which means you've wasted a lot of someone's time who hasn't got a lot of time to begin with. Or if he can respec it, he's got to respec that build and then try and find something else out that may or may not work. But you're still either way wasting some of that person's time. For what reason? Because he's got something that's really powerful? Who cares? Let him have it. It's not like it's a fucking esport or something that's going to, you know, depend upon it like, oh no, this one person will just clear house, he'll just beat everyone else. It's a single player game. And even if there's some sort of leaderboard, who gives a shit? You know, if there's some sort of leaderboard and this guy starts dominating on it, other people can just make the same build. And if they're playing a lot more than this guy, they're probably going to end up being a better player or have more time to climb up the leaderboard. I just don't see any justifiable reason for nerfing a build that's strong as long as it isn't a bug, is the reason it's strong. If it's just naturally strong, just leave it the way the fuck it is. And it's like with the devs in Helldivers 2. They've openly come out and said, like, there's not going to be a PvP in the game, which I think is great. Because I think PvP would kill that game. It'd be... A lot of people would not want to play it if the other players just come in and killing them. They really wouldn't. It'd ruin the game. But if there's no PvP, there's no reason for them to keep nerfing weapons and stuff like that. I know they're bringing new ones. Personally, I think they do too many war bonds as well. Apparently they do something like one war bond a month, which brings in new weapons, new cosmetics and other stuff. And it's like, do you really need one war bond a month? I'd be happy with like one war bond every 2 or 3 months. Then all you need to do is, if you're making these war bonds of a certain size, like so many pages, just compile them into one big war bond, and then just make one big war bond every 3 months. And then people have got a lot more time to get the other war bonds and get ready for the next one coming out. And then they also haven't got to make new weapons and stuff as frequently. So I think eventually they're going to run out of ideas on that. And it's like, it's exactly what I said happened with Total War Warhammer. It's happened a bit faster because of their massive losses and leadership being asleep at fucking wheel. And it fucked up the company in a monumental fashion. But I said that how long is it going to be until the historical war battles, until they run out of history? Because there's not going to be wars indefinitely for history. History is eventually going to catch up to current day. And then it looks like the new Total War historical coming out is World War One. So if they're going to go World War One, your logical next one is going to be World War Two. And then you're going to look at things like the Vietnam War, the war in Iraq. You're then up to modern day. you've then run out of history already. I thought they would have had a couple more games first, they could have done. But they've gone straight into World War One for some fucking reason. I don't know why. Absolutely no idea. And again, when you've got things like guns and airplanes in there and historical, it removes tactical flexibility. You're then losing tactical options because you're going to have too many guns. And then we all thought for the next fantasy game they were going to do Total War Lord of the Rings. That would be an obvious one, massive franchise, major seller. You get a lot of people involved. But instead they've gone and done Warhammer 40k. And Warhammer 40k is a big franchise, but it's not as big as Lord of the Rings. Not even close. I mean, Warhammer Fantasy is built off Lord of the Rings. That's why a lot of the things in it have got similar names. Like you've got the Woods of Lothlorien. So in Fantasy they've got the Woods of Lorien. And you've got the Wood Elves in there. And they've got Galadriel, they've got a Wood Elf Queen called Ariel. You know, they've created inspiration by it and took things off of it. But Fantasy works. Fantasy to me, Total Warhammer Fantasy is my favourite game of the Total War series by far. The other historical games don't even come close. But I don't want to play 40k. 40k's just got too many guns. You've only got a few decent melee type races in the game, which is your greenskins and your Tyranids. And then you can have certain, I suppose, chapters or parts of a chapter of Space Marines that are melee orientated. But even then, the Orcs and the Space Marines still carry a gun in the second hand. There's just too much shooting. So your only organic, complete, like a melee type faction you can take is going to be your Tyranids. And even then, it's going to be, is melee any good? So if range is really fucking strong, like it was in Warhammer Fantasy, who the fuck's going to want to use melee? Everyone's going to create a fucking gun line, and it's going to be like, right, who's got longer range, who can shoot more shots? Because if someone has got longer range than you, you're going to have to get in range and then kill those longer range units. And then it's a matter of, can you put out more damage and more shots than they can? Used to have an army build called Leaf Blower for Imperial Guardsmen. And Imperial Guardsmen didn't have some of the best, like, skilled shooting units, like your Dark Eldar, your Eldar, or even your Space Marines. But what they did have, they had that was weird. But no, they had basically they could put a lot of bodies on the field, a lot of guns. So for every like one guy you had with a gun, they had like 7. So the idea is if they got in range and you didn't kill enough of their army, they were just going to be putting so many more shots across the field into your army every single turn. They'd win by sheer mass of shots. And then some of the vehicles as well, like had things called like multi-lasers that could shoot ridiculous numbers, like 60 shots or something retarded. Okay.
Chance to rest. Seriously, you usually put on a strong face. Before you saved me from the Ospreys, their leader was with them. My ring, the one you brought back from the girl, he took it, melted it in front of my eyes. When he heard you coming, he fled. I'm too hurt to go after him, but how about bringing me that coward's head? When he fled, I saw him heading deeper into the mountains. When you find time, You could take a peek at his nest.
What are you both doing? Behave. I've still got space yet.
Ah, you've made it. I am Yulia. Once I was High Priestess of the Empire, but no longer. Centuries of cruelty will do that. I understand. Listen to my requests, and you can decide how you feel. In regards to the Citadel, I've cleared a path, but there are still defenses. You will have to take them out. From there, you will find an entrance to the sewers. That is the only way through, and it's also patrolled. I've disposed of some soldiers there. The stench hides the death. The heart of the Citadel is beyond. There is an exit near the Emperor's throne, giving you a chance to strike.
Righty. Surprised Riley's got a minion start kicking. This is what's happened to everything. Unless he's in league with the void. I mean, I suppose he's a god. Having one on your side would probably be quite handy, I'd imagine. Oh god. That thing is dead. His body would do it fucking wango tango. What happened here? The hell? fall. They're supposed to be ospreys. Oh my god. I've fallen far, aren't they? Walker Maggot Tongue, is that the guy then? That's what became of him? It's no funny, I think he's got a fight worse than fucking dead. You two behave out there. Guess not. Quiver? Fuck. Oi! Oi! Pack it in. Pack it in. Okay, get down. Okay. Kitten. Bloody bully sometimes, Bilbo is.
You killed him? Good. I know it's vindictive, but that ring meant a lot. Her? Just a poor girl who cares too much for someone who can't return her feelings. If we pull this off, maybe I can give her some good news for once, eh?
Right, okay. And what's the difference on these two then, if you have them? It takes a massive dip. Right. This headache has got progressively worse, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to call the stream short. I'm going to call it here. Normally wouldn't, but my head is killing me.